Well, all right, all right, all right. We are back with a brand new season. Football is here, everybody. I was going to film this a little closer to the game tonight, but I figured I'd drop it now. Well, I'd drop it a little earlier and give people a little bit of time to debate if they want to, but most of the games are on Sunday. We only got the one tonight, but here we are with our ill-advised picks of the year, because this is week one and we're gonna go all year long again, just like last season. We did pretty good last season. I don't remember exactly what we ended on. Let's see. Oh, regular season was 170 and 101. So let's see if we can keep our misses under 100 this year. But we got the Chiefs taking on the Lions tonight, Thursday. The Chiefs seem to be missing some key components. However, as fair as I think the Lions are going to do this season, Patty Mahomes, with or without all of his weapons, will find a way to win. Could make for a more exciting game with them lacking a couple key players, but I still think the Chiefs pull out that win. I think the Lions will steal a couple, but not from the Chiefs. Not yet. Then we got the Bengals taking on the Browns division game. Obviously, bloop, bloop. We are rocking with our boys. We taking the Bengals over Cleveland. Cleveland is much scarier this season. They kind of had a little bit of time to get some things put together, and as you know, as well, whatever your opinions may be on Watson, he's still a gunslinger, and he can ball. So it's a little scary, but I believe him up, boys. The secondary is going to have some kinks in the armor. What is the phrase? I don't know. That's probably a bad phrase to use anyway. A few kinks in the armor, and but I think they'll go ahead and pull this one out. I think we're good enough on the offensive side to clean up for the defensive secondary for a few games while they get their feet wet and get their game together. You know, a couple young boys back there. Then we got the Ravens taking on the Texans. And we got the Ravens winning. The Texans, I think, are going to do okay. They're not going to be great. They're not going to be... But I don't think they're going to be horrible. Like, that's the kicker. Is the Texans are not going to be horrible. And that'll be a pretty refreshing change for them, I believe. Vikings taking on the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are unknown. I don't think Baker is as bad as what everybody else thinks him out to be. I think the Buccaneers have some pretty good weapons on both sides of the ball. But I think the Vikings are on a bit of a revenge tour, trying to make the playoffs and not get knocked out immediately. So I think the Vikings are going to go ahead and take this one. Falcons-Panthers division game, and a confusing one at that. Both teams are trying to do like a little bit of a rebuild, but the Panthers are more of a rebuild, while the Falcons have already restarted but are rebuilding. We're going to take the Falcons while the Panthers figure it out, but that division's wide open, and they could just go 1-1 against each other, but the Falcons are definitely going to take this one. We'll see how they look throughout the season, and maybe that'll change our opinion a little bit. but I still think that whole division's wide open. Commanders taking on the Cardinals. Not a fan of the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals are fans of the Cardinals. They still need to figure out who they are. The Commanders have a lot of questions, but they have new management and they have hope. And hope will win this game. Commanders over the Cardinals. Jaguars Colts division again. Jaguars, obviously. Colts need to get some things figured out. Maybe they'll do it this season. But I don't see them winning a lot of games. But they might answer some questions, which will be actually pretty beneficial for them. So I guess we'll see. 49ers taking on the Steelers. Now this one could be really interesting. Both teams got dogs on both sides of the field. It'll definitely be a defensive game. However, I do believe the 49ers need it a little bit more, even though it is week 1, and I think they're going to be going after it a little bit harder. Also, I hate the Steelers, so I could be biased. But I also understand how good of a team they are, and that the coaching wins games, and they have a phenomenal coach. But I hate the Steelers. I hate them. So 49ers over the Steelers. It could be a hopeful pick. It could be a biased pick. But I believe it's the right pick. Titans Saints. Now this one's probably going to get some people in an uproar. I'm picking the Titans. I'm picking the Titans to win that whole division. I think they're going to upset the Jaguars. That's kind of like my wild pick. What I forgot what those are called, but that's my wild pick of the season. The Titans, because I'll never deny a run game. Ball management, clock management, and a good defense can win games. The Titans have that, and I believe they understand that. And then when they do need plays made, they don't have AJ Brown, but they do have D-Hop. So I think the Titans are gonna go ahead and steal a couple key wins, and it's gonna have to start with them playing against the Saints. I think the Saints are also going to win their division, so they're gonna have to bounce back from this one. But I think the Titans and game management, most importantly, are gonna win this game. Broncos Raiders, another division game. I think I said Titans Saints was, but it's not division. It's not even the same conference. So I hope I didn't say that. But I might have. But I don't think I did. But I could have. And I was wrong. But this one, Broncos Raiders, is definitely a division game. I fell into the trap last year of picking the Broncos to win a lot of games that they didn't win. However, I have no idea what the fucking Raiders are doing. The Broncos absolutely need this win. They need every win. They need to go undefeated for people to even have faith in them right now. So I'm picking the Broncos. Again, I think they have I think they have a good defense. I think they have a good offense. I just think that they need to put both of them together at the same time and win a fucking game. This could be the one. Eagles Patriots. Eagles getting over that Super Bowl loss, up against some tough coaching, but the Eagles win this one. Rams Seahawks. The Seahawks look good. The Seahawks came up out of nowhere last year. The Seahawks probably have the better chance to win this game, but the Rams fell off. And I think this is a revenge game. I picked the Rams. Upset. but I picked them. And then depending on how the season falls, maybe it's not an upset. But right now, it's an upset. But I picked them. Dolphins, Chargers. Everybody expects Justin Herbert to do miraculous things this season. And I don't disagree with them. However, the talent on the Dolphins team is inarguable. Maybe at quarterback, you can argue some things. But as far as the team goes, damn. We're taking the Dolphins. That's like a safety pick. But the Chargers could very well upset them. And it would happen pretty easily, honestly. Herbert's a baller. The Chargers got some real game winners over there. So they could do it. But Dolphins. Bears, Packers. Now, this is a big one. I'm an Illinois boy. Never been like a huge Bears fan. But I do like the Bears. Most importantly, fucking cat. Quit messing with my stuff. But most importantly, I like the Packers about as much as I like the Steelers. So, we're going to take the Bears. We're going to hope that the fear of Aaron Rodgers subsides. Jordan Love has some questions around him. Hopefully they answer those later in the season, and the Bears steal this one. I don't know what the Bears are going to look like. I haven't really been following much of what they got going on, but I do know they had a young and hungry defense. I do know that they've tried to help out Fields where they can. Not so much on the offensive line, but he is a runner, so run forth, run. Go Bears. Da Bears. Cowboys, Giants. Actually, we're going to end this with 2 division games. Cowboys, Giants, I believe that's a Sunday night game. The Giants came out of left field last year. I think they're going to hit the ground running right into a loss to the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to win this game. Not handedly, honestly. I think the Cowboys have some questions that they need to answer because the Eagles ran away with that division last year, and they could very well do it again. But the Cowboys do stand in their way. The Giants made the playoffs last year, and I honestly believe that the Giants might be a bit better as a team this year than they were last year, but I don't know that they'll make the playoffs this time. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but that's a pretty tough division. Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Commanders. And the Commanders always find a way to, steal a couple games out from good teams. So maybe they'll do it again and upset either of their in-division rivals and maybe change some of the playoff picture a little bit there. But I don't see them winning a lot of games. Commanders will probably win like 6 games this season. So Cowboys over the Giants. And then we got the Jets and the Bills. This is at Jets, but they're all in New York. Well, they're all in a new state, New Jersey, New York. The Bills have always, well, not always, but the Bills are a fighting team, and they kind of have a good idea who they are and what they can do, and they're going to go out there and they're going to do it. But the Jets have filled a key piece of the team. That defense is really good as long as they are half of what they were last season. They understand how to play the Bills, and they're at home. I think both teams are going to get a win over each other this season. I think the Bills will beat the Jets, and the Jets will beat the Bills. But I think there is more momentum on the Jets side being at home and having that revitalized energy. I think the Jets go out there and take it, and then we'll find out who the Jets are. After a few weeks, and the Bills will find out who the Jets are, and I think they'll come back and get their revenge. But I think the Jets take this first one. However, that is Monday night, and that is going to be a fire game, almost no matter what. So I'm really excited. We got awesome games this weekend as far as on paper goes. Let's see how they turn out on screen. But I'm really excited. I hope y'all are really excited. I hope y'all tune in, check it out, argue with me, tell me how bad my picks are, or how good they are. Last year when we did the picks, I went like 8-8 for like 4 weeks in a row. I'm really hoping to avoid that this time. I think we made some solid choices here. I think we took a couple big upsets, and I'm really excited. So, enjoy football and don't forget to smile, y'all.